So anyway, there I was planning to rob this bank.
Whoa!
Oh,
Oh shit! No! For any lawyers listening, we were actually talking about, hey, you want to hop on GTA Online after this and do that, Palito whatever heist?
Yes, the new heist
we're
that
just
is
gonna
on
play some
GTA
Payday.
Online. That is what we are talking about.
No, what it actually is we need to actually rob a bank to keep the Stargate program going. The bake sale didn't work, and the TV show was cancelled.
We're not robbing a bank.
Well, then what's the solution?
Patreon.com.
Yeah, that's right, everybody. Could you please go to
You shouldn't have asked me that.
Patreon.com/US Air Force, and please give our brave boys.
US Air Force,
Give our brave boys in the sky some money so we can save humanity.
Give us some.
No.
I mean, them some money. Do it.
Yeah, patreon.com/SGO podcast. It may sound like a podcast, but it's actually the funding for the oversight group for the Stargate Committee. It's our job to sit around and tell them when they're being
We're
naughty.
actually part of the same branch of the US military as the esports division.
Yes, the most.
We work closely with the guy that
and
narrates missile videos.
At least somehow having the most war crimes of the US military. I don't quite know how they manage that, but here we are.
Gamers.
So, yeah, we are on the season finale of season 1.
The 2-part season finale. Part 2 will be coming next week.
Yeah, so
wonderful.
So we said that. So technically, we said that we would be doing like a month off, like between the seasons. That's technically not true, but only in the technicality that we will also next week we will also be releasing the first episode of season 2. But we did think it was kind of mean to like leave you on a cliffhanger of the actual like technically finale of season 1.
Basically, the finale of season 1 is watch the beginning of season 2.
Yes.
So you will be getting that episode as well.
They will be continuing this pattern into season 6, and the season 5, season 6 finale is the last time they do it. After that,
this is the most like we're a syndicated TV show. Fuck, how do we make
We've
sure
got to make sure those ratings stay up.
Yep.
We can't give them the finale now. We have to keep them hooked so that they will watch it in like 6 months' time.
It was only 3 months, actually.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
I mean, to be fair, it worked, I guess.
I mean, the show went to 10
seasons of Stargate.
So the formula works. Don't mess with the formula.
I mean, the only reason SG-1 got... Guess what show was responsible for SG-1 getting cancelled?
RuPaul's Drag Race.
No.
No, that's
It's another sci-fi
show. To be
show.
fair, that's actually a good guess, because that show does get a lot of people cancelled.
Babylon 5.
No.
Firefly?
Fucking Firefly?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Firefly got itself cancelled. The fuck are you talking about,
Yeah,
Ryan?
but Firefly could have got this cancelled and then died itself.
No, you're all wrong. It's a town called Eureka.
Oh, that is like the least of the sci-fis. Ugh.
Yeah, that's what they mean. Sci-fi cancelled Stargate so they could focus on Eureka, and then Eureka crashed and burned.
Well, I guess they deserved it.
They did.
Don't worry, look, it's all going to be fine. They're bringing back Stargate now alongside Amazon's new Disco Elysium show.
Oh.
I wish that was a joke.
Wait, no, you're kidding.
I wish that was a joke.
No.
There isn't a Disco Elysium Amazon.
There is.
Okay, so actually, is it a show?
Every critique of capitalism can be made to serve capitalism.
Actually, was it a show or a movie?
It's a show.
Yeah. So
either way, the fact that this is
no,
happening...
let me explain this to you, Ryan. I can explain this to you.
Please explain.
So, the company that made Disco Elysium sold film rights to the show, to make a show, to a third-party company that handles sort of like managing sort of that kind of thing, like helping you find a studio to sort of make something like that.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "Whew, don't worry, everybody. We're gonna let them handle it. It's gonna be really cool. We're gonna have a nice TV show, and I'm sure they're not going to sell it to Amazon." And they sold it to Amazon.
Because
Yeah, there's actually...
also this happened this happening around the time that, you know, basically the original owners of the game and the people who made it don't get any money whatsoever from anything to do with the game. It's just a little cherry on top of this whole situation. Just,
I mean, the cherry on top is Disco Elysium 2 is absolute shit, and Disco Elysium 1's
Did you say Disco Elysium? Did you say Disco Elysium 2?
Yes. All the original creatives are gone, but the studio's making a second one without them.
Yay!
I'm sorry, you actually said Disco Elysium 2.
Yes.
That makes...
I am...
Anyway, Stargate SG-1 is a fun show that has good content, and these episodes are really good.
So, yes, I am, once again, your wonderful host, Arcticia Frost, and my pronouns are she and her.
And I am once again...
Hi.
Oh, no, my turn.
I know exactly.
Stop speaking over women, Ryan.
Excuse me. I'm the minority here. I get to speak. I'm... Alright, you may go.
We're putting the cis man in the corner.
You to go.
Oh, you'll allow me, will you?
There we go. There we go.
Hi, my name's Hope. My pronouns are she and it.
Hello there, I'm Ryan, and I'm the other beautiful host of this show, and my pronouns are he and him. That's it. Yeah.
Did you forget
Wait,
your
was that split?
Is your egg cracking?
No, I said he and them, but I'm fine with them as well, because I feel like I don't understand. I feel like them is a perfect... I feel like them is a perfect catch-all for pretty much anyone's way. I don't understand why people have issue with that being a word, because people are weird. Anyway.
No, it's perfectly fair to just be unsure and just be like, yeah, this is kind of what I am.
I'm sorry, but we have to unfortunately cut this pronoun talk short.
Yeah, our listeners will not enjoy it.
Let me try that again.
I don't know if you should.
Let's cut this pronoun talk short.
Wow.
Sorry. Words difficult.
She got there in the end.
Because we have to talk about something very important, and that very important thing is fucking fax machine, baby!
Woo!
It's not a fax machine, it's a paper shredder.
Yeah, I know. But I kind of wanted it to be a fax machine because I just like fax machines.
I do miss the fax machines.
I know it sounds dumb, but fax machines are cool.
Go work a corporate job in Japan and you will get as much fax machine usage as you like. So, yeah, Hammond is sitting in his office. He's complaining about the darn paperwork I have to do, Jack.
And Jack's like, why didn't you fight?
And then, Hammond commits a cardinal sin in writing...
I was a month away from retirement. Stop death-flagging yourself,
you can't say that unless... you are... In fact, you aren't death-flagging yourself. You're not allowed to say that line unless you're death-flagging yourself.
Yeah, he death-flags really hard with no payoff. It's rude. It's...
I do like his little comment, like, not exactly my last brave action before retirement.
My last day before retirement.
If the ghouls don't invade and the rest of the plot doesn't happen, Hammond will be mugged by some man for his lunch money, and Peter Parker will despair at seeing another old man die.
Usually some random attack that is completely happenstance, just wrong place, wrong time, and that's it, and that's how Hammond dies.
No, what's going to happen is that he's going to get on an internet drama with Critical, and he's going to head down to Florida and try and take him down, and he's going to find that's a really bad idea.
You don't want to... Listen, when a man in a bathrobe describes the difference between a mag and a clip, you do not want to fuck with that man. Especially
that joke is already kind of dated when we're recording this.
That joke is never going to be dated because it's just an amazing visual. It's like the perfect visual for Florida.
He goes on holiday to England, walks into the wrong house that he thinks is his Airbnb, and gets beaten to death by the homeowner.
I mean, like, Hammond is a old white dude from the South in the US. That motherfucker is absolutely retiring.
Oh god, yeah, no. So he's catching COVID and dying with everyone else in the retirement home.
Wow. No, he's got space sarcophagus technology to save himself from
You mean
COVID.
the sarcophagus?
Hey, don't worry. I'm sure his VA insurance will cover that.
Oh my god, yes. if you worked for the SGC, will the VA let you use the sarcophagus brackets medbed? Because that's what the sarcophagus is, just the fucking medbed.
Yeah,
I mean, they don't have one. I mean, they don't have one. That's kind of
they could get one somewhere.
Well, they did have one for a little bit. And they
you blew it up!
So, yeah, so Jack is getting really annoyed with Hammond because he's being like, well, I'm sorry, but the orders, Jack, have come in and we can no longer continue this operation.
And Jack is like, I do not wish to get off Mr. Bones' wild ride. I do not wish to follow these orders, sir.
I did what I could.
I do love the idea of General Hammond being like a crazed stalker stalking Senator Kinsey trying to get his attention.
I stalked Senator Kinsey and he asked me to leave his office.
I
now have to wear this ankle bracelet on me at all times.
I rang the president, Jack. He's not returning my calls anymore.
I followed Senator Kinsey into his favorite brothel.
My favorite moment about this scene. My favorite moment is just Hammond's line of being like, well, the president really wanted to do something, but he couldn't override the Senate because he was worried about his political career.
Bill Clinton.
He has nothing to worry about right now.
How do I put this?
He couldn't torch his political career more if he wanted to.
This is one of those things where, like, you're trying to, like, make the president seem like the good guy, but there's just, it doesn't, no.
Yeah. He's already fucked his political career.
Listen,
up.
his political career is what matters right now. Is it really? The world's gonna die. Everyone's going to die. Yeah, but his politic career. What?
Yeah, Clinton's like on the verge of being impeached. I don't think he's got anything to worry about, really.
That's not for a couple of years, I think. But the fact is, I can just imagine alien invasion thwarted will be pushed off the front page by Clinton court fucking intern. Like that would just be like banished several pages deep.
He just says a ghoul did it.
And my fellow Americans, I was possessed by an alien parasite.
I was possessed by a ghoul.
Fuck me. Yeah.
Hillary, can you get like a worm out of our garden?
Oh God, Hillary, no! What are you doing with the spade? Hillary, no!
And that's why Hillary ran for president and said looked like an alien while sounded like an alien while doing so. The kids like Pokemon Go, right? Yeah. Anyway.
So yes, they come to the decision that they must, bury the gate, close down the program, and that's it. That's the end of the show.
Yep, show's over. Yeah, thank you for this lovely experiment into the show. Shame it didn't get a second season.
Yep.
We'll be back with our new show, Fringe Action.
We're gonna be like a Catch-22 podcast now.
I thought we were shifting to Ruby.
I thought we were doing 90210.
Shit. When are we doing the Gundam podcast?
Nah, that's never gonna happen.
No, we're an Evangelion podcast, remember?
Oh yeah, right. We still got like 3 more Evangelion movies to go, so we can't shut the podcast down.
I'm done with Ava. I'm already done. I'm done. Yeah, it's boring.
Oh right, yeah. You want us to pivot to Seagal movies?
Well, it's the evergreen.
We already did that.
Seagal movies are evergreen content.
We're already the Seagal podcast.
We have already done this bit several times, but why not do it again?
So, Jack is having a sort of a stroppy fit with the rest of the team.
Honestly, a well-deserved stroppy fit.
Yes. Oh, I'm not saying it's not deserved, but yeah. And
I've got to ask though, why are they just allowed to sit there in the gate room, which just is like, dust cover? They just like flip the dust cover up, put a USB in, upload an auto dialing program.
The way that this all happens, I'm like, surely Hammond knew they were gonna do this and just let it happen. Like,
I'm sure what they're doing is just having a nice, hearty farewell hug with each other in front of the gate room because it reminds them of all of the adventures they've been on, and I'm sure they're not about to turn it on in any moment.
Yeah, they're good soldiers, and my good soldiers will not violate their orders.
No,
No,
Jack,
they would
no,
never
stop
go
violating
renegade
orders.
or-
Jack, no, stop violating orders.
Speaking
Jack,
of
stop
good
it.
soldiers not violating orders, Carter is, Carter's being like, no, we can't do this. I know that wars are going to wipe us out. I know, Daniel, I know that you're saying that everyone was dead and that the blood is going to be on our hands, but we can't do this.
We were told no.
And then Tiag says, we have to do this. And then Carter goes, oh, well, fine.
Well, if Tiag says so.
Well, if Christopher Judge says we have to do it, what am I to say about this?
If Kratos says it's time to start the killing, it's time to start the killing.
Yeah. I don't need any more of a sound argument than that. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, who am I to argue with the god of war? Let's go
Okay.
and kill gods.
One question for this. When they're locking everything down to prevent Hammond and the boys from stopping them going through the gate,
Yeah.
Carter says, we need an officer to authorize this. I'm sorry, didn't they need 2 officers before to authorize this stuff?
That's for the self-destruct. I think lockdown is only 1.
okay, locking down the entire base. Only needs 1 guy to do that.
Yeah.
I'm sure 1 guy could never, ever be compromised.
That's the worst that could happen.
So, yeah.
Yes, what is the worst that could happen with an alien race that can mind control people?
Yeah, so Hammond's boys are locked out. They're trying to break their way in. Meanwhile, they're dialing in the gate. Not even particularly that quickly.
They are wearing tactical black for the camouflage.
They're sort of taking their time dialing the gate. And they get video feed, and I was like, huh, there's nothing there. We can't see anything. No, silly Billy, it's just dark. Turn the special infrared on.
Yep. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, let's go.
Yep, looks cool. Let's go. Go, go, go. Get in through that gate. And of course, as the plot requires, Hammond and the boys break in just to see them go through the gate and then get out of there.
I mean, I want to point out, Hammond does not look like he's rushing.
Yeah, it looks like he's like having a little stroll.
He's out for a Sunday jog with an ice cream.
I don't know. I think maybe he's just old. He can't run that fast.
Honestly, I really get the feeling Hammond is just letting all of this happen and going, no, stop, come back. Like,
Stop, don't, come back.
That's really what this feels like. And if that was unintentional, great. But
I think that actually is unintentional. Because I think at this point in the story, Hammond is supposed to still be, lip-cocked, but I have to follow the orders.
I don't. Yeah, it's a weird one, because especially because because there's a scene we get later where they're like, all right, we'll send SG2, and SG2 are like,
no,
we're
hold
here
on.
to break up, not follow orders, and Hammond's like, that's best.
Hold on. Actually, I can explain this very much. Hammond changes his mind later on, right? But how I can explain this scene in that frame very easily, based on what we've seen from Hammond for the rest of the show, and that is Hammond is shit at his job. Come on, am I wrong?
No.
But I really do think this is just Hammond letting it go.
Yeah, so they get through the gate, right? And I want to fucking say something about this, right? With their little, Wally robot, whatever the fuck that thing is called again, they were like, oh, it's so dark, it's too dark in here, we're going to need infrared to be able to see this. And then they get through the gate and it's sort of just slightly dim.
Yeah, but they have infrared.
They have their fancy night vision goggles, and that's all that matters.
Yeah.
It's just slightly dim in there.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, but it's so dim.
Oh, yeah, let me just go to dim. I'm just going to pull over. Ooh, a new weapon, Zap Nicotel.
Yeah, they're trying to find a way out. Tiap tells them there might be hidden doors around.
Yeah, they look in the gold shipping containers.
O'Neill, there might be a Dark Souls fog wall around here.
Alright, let's see.
What we need to do, O'Neill, is you need to take this stick right here and start hitting walls until it suddenly vanishes and disappears.
Fuck off.
Ignore the messages on the floor that says the hidden door is here because they are lying.
But where could they actually be?
Here's the thing, at some point, Teal'c has learned of shipping crates because you would consider these similar to your shipping crates, and Well, they open it up.
I don't think that's that weird. Like,
Yeah,
the Air Force is going to be shipping shit constantly.
Yeah, okay, fine. But, alright, so they find a gold shipping crate, they open it up, and
they open up
migrants!
Yeah. No, yeah, exactly. It's full
and the border force with their dogs.
It's full of Funko Pops.
Wow.
Suella Braverman is in there with...
You went straight to border control, Sammy. Hope
yes!
even cut that out. You went straight to border control, Hope, eh?
Yep. The world suddenly burst in, and one of their leaders arrives, a Gold we haven't seen before. She opens up her helmet and she says, if you come here illegally, we will send you back.
I have claimed £25,000 in living expenses while living with my parents for free.
So so the ghouls are not here currently, despite our lies. No. Sorry, we're gaslighting you again.
They're basically going around the place where they are, the planet they've teleported to, going, what is this? What is that?
Yeah, but inside the crates, what they find actually is...
a ghoul dildo.
Yeah, they find a bunch of the rod weapons from before, which they go, no, we don't want these.
No.
And...
they find a load of Star Trek phasers, is what they find.
And yes, except this is a special kind of Star Trek phaser, whereas you shoot them once to stun them, and then you shoot them twice and they die.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. I don't know how that works.
It's so the canon is you basically introduce so much energy into their system they get stunned, and the second the energy just causes instant heart failure.
Oh, nice.
Insert Skyrim heart attack mod sounds here. But yeah, the Zap will constantly have continuity issues as to how it works. Michael Shanks hated it. Like, there'll be times where they'll like use it to break locks, and sometimes shooting someone a second time won't kill them, but it's because
wait, did you
shot
say
them with it over 3 hours ago.
Continuity issues?
In my Stargate?
Yeah.
No.
And because it was a prop,
crazy.
it didn't fire anything, so that was probably the thing that the actors hated the most. And also, the firing aperture kind of looks like a penis.
Well, it's called a multifunctional tool.
Yeah, but its own eSIM built into it.
So, meanwhile, while all of this is going on, Jack is like, hey, can you send the little robot guy back through the gate? It's like, yeah, sure. And so they send the little robot guy back through the gate.
You've done this millions of times, well, hundreds of times, easily enough.
And
what's that weird noise in the background?
Don't worry about that weird noise. Oh, we've all fallen over. Huh, well, that was weird. Anyway, we should probably dial the gate again.
Yep, probably just a slight misclick. I don't know. Yeah, it literally does kind of make
recognized.
No,
yeah, I can try again.
Yeah, the gate is now not working.
That's weird. That's never happened before.
Which we will get into.
Except for all the times it's happened before.
We will get into what's happening, but I think this is actually a very effective little thing here right now. Because, as far as we know, the gate just worked, they sent the robot back, and now it's not working after the robot's back. So immediately at this moment, you are thinking, oh fuck, they just sealed the gate after their TA came back and left them there.
Yep.
Which is great, That's like an actual, like, clever moment from the writers there.
And it's actually a lot of, like, tension suddenly been implemented.
Yep.
Because now they are stuck there. What do we do? Well, I tell you what we do. First, we fucking hide.
Because here come
the
Serpent Guard.
It's the Snake Boys.
The tunnel snakes rule.
Yeah, the tunnel snakes arrive. They're sort of slowly walking. They're hissing, but they're also slowly walking through while clicking their fingers. It's sort of
really
weird. Like a barbershop quartet.
It's not normal ghoul behavior.
One of them is like left his helmet down and is combing his hair with some Brill cream.
Yeah, so they're arriving, and with them they're bringing a large sphere.
The orb. On
the orb.
They have the orb.
Yeah,
also,
Oh, yep.
Uh-oh, someone's left a set of night vision goggles out in the open.
Yep. Oh no, they're right there on the floor. But don't worry, everyone. As we have established previously in this show, and as we will continue to establish throughout this episode and the next, Jafar have no peripheral vision, so
I feel like they lose their peripheral vision when they get their gold. It's just like, and Teal'c is like one of the rare Jafar that keeps it, and that's why he's so powerful.
Like, it is bad.
Yeah, they have like a cone of radius of like a guard from Metal Gear Solid 1 on the PS1.
Yes.
Not the hearing, though.
No.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah, so they just straight up just don't even see the goggles. It's fine. They leave their ball and they fuck off.
The orb.
Yeah. Everyone's like, huh, wonder what this orb is anyway.
No, tells them what it is. He says, oh yeah, it's a Gould Discord
right.
server
Yeah.
and cam setup. It's for looking at the Gould Discord kittens.
Yeah, fuck, you're right, yes.
You're not wrong.
This is what Apophis uses to talk to his Discord kittens, O'Neill.
Yep.
And they're stuck in that room now, but Teal'c says, aha, now that I have seen where the hidden door is, I know exactly which button it is that we need to press in order to get out of here.
So, I do have a fun fact about this scene. What did Jack say when Teal'c told him what the orb is?
I believe he said, does it get showtime?
Yes.
Yes.
He did.
There is another cut of this.
Yep.
Because the Does This Get Showtime is for the original Canadian release.
Mm-hmm.
This one is the international version was he does a Homer Simpson impression and goes, Gould TV.
Wait, seriously?
For fuck's sake.
Wait, seriously?
Yes. I actually see this is trivia on the wiki. It's trivia on IMDb.
God damn
but
it.
I cannot for the life of me find a recording of
Are
it.
you telling me we were robbed of a really shitty Homer Simpson impression?
Yes. He will do it again. He will do it again. But...
they don't actually know about the British cut of this, where Jack goes, "Hey, does this get?" and then badly dubbed over the BBC.
No. I guess Showtime. I guess the equivalent to Showtime would be, does this get BBC free?
BBC 3 didn't exist then, buddy.
Okay. Does this get Channel 4?
Does this get ITV2?
Does this get Sky 1?
Does this get ITV2 plus 1?
Which, for our international listeners, ITV2 plus 1 is not the same thing as ITV3.
No,
no,
really,
I got it.
Really
Does
should
this
be,
get
but it's really not.
Yeah, that's it's such a weird, relic of its time that we still have that. So, the idea of these things of, ITV2 plus 1, ITV1 plus 1, BBC2 plus 1, it's this sort of thing where it's we have a sister version of this channel, which is just this exact same channel, but all of the shows that we played an hour ago, in case you missed it.
Yep.
And we still do it for some reason, even though there's no need to do it.
Yep. It's some amazing relic, and I don't know why.
So, they start their stealth section.
Yep.
And they run a little bit down the corridor before hiding.
No, wrong one.
Oh, god damn it.
No,
I meant to take...
Try to remember some of the basics of CQC.
That's the one. Yeah, crucially, they did not get spotted. That was the wrong sound.
Yeah, they did not... Yeah, I can remember. They did not get spotted, but they do need to remember the basics of CQC as they sneak the fuck
They have to
around.
hide because the Snake Boys are walking hand on hand in a pride parade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely what's happening here. Yeah.
Meanwhile, back on base, I wrote down what's happening in this scene back in Cheyenne Mountain as Hammond is signing the divorce papers. The U.S. government's taking his kids away.
My notes say, so you want us to go get them, just so they'll be court-martialed. That's right.
Yep.
But yes, he says.
O'Neill is based, and we want to help him complete his mission. shut up about that.
You must go after them to court-martial them, he says with like a over-exaggerated cheeky wink while having his
100%.
back.
Court-martial them.
Wink,
Got
wink.
it. It's so obvious. But anyway,
so yeah, they die. Yeah, sorry, no, I'm missing a bit here. So, yeah, they're sort of sneaking through again. And again, they had an entire box full of the really cool world rods. And only Tialk has one.
Yep, everyone else has an MP5. At least they bought the double stack max.
Well, hold on. As we'll establish later on, everyone also has the OP zap weapon. And they only pull it out at random moments throughout the episode while having the MP5 out as the other weapon.
There's a part of me that goes, wait, does it have like a charge cycle, or do they just forget they have it?
Yeah, do they just occasionally remember they have it? Yeah.
CG budget. CG budget.
Yeah, like the MP5, while it does work in this episode, this is one of the episodes where bullets work on Goa'uld.
It's one of the episodes where all the bullets work on Goa'uld.
Yeah. So yeah, but the zappy weapon is very evidently way more effective. But I like the MP5. Which, you know what? As a amateur airsoft player, I do get the whole thing of, yes, this weapon is least effective, but come on, it's cool.
You get to slap it and it moves.
Yeah.
Listeners, those of you that don't know, to cock the bolt on an MP5, you are literally advised to slap it.
I mean, you don't have to.
Oh, I think you are misreading the army manual there, Hope, because when they were talking about slamming it, that's not what they were on about. When they were saying slamming it with your boys, they had another meaning there.
Did they?
Oh no.
Did they really?
So yeah, once again, they're like, all right, you're going SG2 now. You're going to go and you're going to bring them back and you're going to court-martial them, and the gate doesn't work.
Why can't we dial it? They went to that address.
So it turns out that no, the gate isn't working, but it's not because that they've sealed it. They have not.
No,
So,
would you like to buy?
So what could this mean for our intrepid heroes?
Well, don't worry, they're about to answer that question. They're not going to leave any suspense. They're going to answer that question immediately.
Yep.
Hey, Till, can I buy a room with a view of space?
Oh, hey! There's a room with a view of... Wait a second. If that's space...
Then we're on a spaceship!
So, yes, what actually happened is that the coordinates to that gate were actually the coordinates of that planet, and the ship is close enough in orbit that is the correct section of the galaxy, so it will hone in correctly on that gate. But yeah, that is, but they can't dial back because the the point of origin they have, of course, is no longer valid because that's the point of origin for the planet that ship was on before it moved.
Yeah, the ship is now in hyperspace, which means it's traveling, so it doesn't have a fixed point, which means you can't leave it. So,
well, it would.
Whoopsie.
I mean, if they went somewhere else, it would have a fixed point that they don't know the point of origin for anyway. So
yeah.
I would say one of my favorite things is coming up in a minute, because they go, Silk's like, this is a spaceship. Yes, I was like, why didn't you say? Well, I wasn't sure, and I really thought he was gonna say. You didn't ask. I was fucking prepared.
Actually, no, Tialk has a actual sensible line this time, and he's like, why the fuck would I think they would put a gate on a spaceship?
I was so prepared for you did not ask. I was so, and then when he gave a logical answer, I was like, huh.
Yeah, he's like, well, why would I ever have realized this was a ship?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, he would not have realized.
Also, in the room with the view, there is also a sarcophagus because the person.
Yes, there. And at this moment, I was saying one of two things is going to happen here. Either Skara is going to be in this sarcophagus, or Share is going to be in this sarcophagus.
And I was betting it was going to be Hathor again, and I was hoping it was Hathor.
No, this was definitely going to be either Skara.
Yeah, I know. But I was hoping it was Hathor.
But yeah, before
listen.
Theorize
we
on
all
that,
hope for the return of Hathor.
A boy suddenly interrupts.
Yeah, some random Gould walks in, and we find out 3 shots disintegrates the body.
Yeah, 1 shot stuns, 2 shots killed, 3 shots is the equivalent of going onto the layer that Gould is on and just deleting it.
Yeah, 3 shots maintains your silent assassin bonus.
You
can't discover the missing guard.
Actually, hang on. Would that be? It depends which Hitman game you're going by, because sometimes non-target kill invalidates.
That's true. I mean, yeah, it depends on the Hitman game. But you're still getting undetected. No one's gonna find the body, so it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
As long as nobody finds the body, it's fine.
Anyway, either way, this weapon needs to be nerfed. This weapon needs to be nerfed as hell.
But yeah, we get science time.
Yes, they talk about faster than light travel, which is every sci-fi nerd's favorite bullshit.
Faster than light travel, that will be a friend of the show. Faster than light travel, I must say. It will be a continued presence.
Yeah, it's faster than light travel. Oh no. Uh-oh.
Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Where are they going?
Hey!
We're faster than light travel at the coordinates where the fucking invasion was launched from in the alternate reality. Where could they be heading?
Hey, Tial, could you fly this ship? No.
Yeah, we find out Ilk. Yeah, we find out Ilk can only drive an automatic. He can't drive stick.
Yeah, you know what? I totally feel for you. I'm hopeless cert stick as well.
So am I, to be fair. I've driven an automatic for so long.
I mean, obviously you drive an electric, so.
Yes, I mean, I've been driving an automatic for 5-6 years. I've barely driven a manual in these times. So yeah, you do lose the skill.
I mean, I was learning to drive for a little bit, and I never had the skill in the first place, so.
Yeah, it's practice. Like, so, when I swapped from a diesel to a petrol, oh, that killed me.
And then suddenly they have suddenly a sudden revelation comes to the SG-1 crew. Hang on a second. I think they're going to Earth!
Dun, dun, dun.
So yeah, it's time to go elsewhere on the ship, and
Well, hold on first. First, we have an important thing to establish.
What's that?
That Samantha Carter is like, well, you see, judging by my big brain mathematics, we're probably going about 10 times the speed of light right now.
Well, no, I think Tilt gives her the speed of what he thinks these ships can do.
Yeah, right. So yes,
and then she works it out based on that.
Well, based on where we were, it must take us. It's going to take us about a year to arrive at Earth. Remember that, everyone.
Whoopsie!
This will come back.
Honestly, having seen like the later episodes, it's so cute that this is SG-1's first time on a Gould ship, and they're like trying to sneak around, and they don't know what they're doing. It's so fucking quaint.
I mean, this isn't even it's half of SG. But no, it's a third of SG-1's first time on a Gould ship.
Ra's ship doesn't count.
It wasn't you. Oh, fuck you.
Ra's ship was not produced with canon compliant fancy symbols. You even look at the pictures. If you compare Ra's ship to when you see the full view of these things, it's a different thing.
Shut the fuck up, nerd. So, suddenly they move the sarcophagus. Ooh.
Oh, I do love this, that Like, they sneak into, like, a side room, and O'Neill just sticks his knife in just to, like, create a bit of
yeah,
a little gap.
peephole. Yeah.
Yeah. And no one's like, huh, what's this?
Huh, what's this piece of the ship that's just fallen on the floor?
Oh, don't worry about it.
So yeah, they see them carrying the sarcophagus, and they're like, "We've got to follow them."
Yeah, and they do. Once again, they remember the basics of CQC. They may have forgotten their box and their sneaking suit, but they are able. Again, they take advantage of people wearing giant, impractical serpent heads.
Yeah, so they sneak on. They follow behind them, and they come back to the gate room, where they've got a bunch of Jafars out. They got all the serpent guards. They got one of those weird priest dudes. Some ladies in some weird costumes.
If that's the entire crew, that's not many people. Roll 3 grenades in there, and you've hijacked this ship. You have committed space piracy.
I mean, to be fair, no, actually, you're kind of right, because from like all of the Goa'uld and the serpent, sorry, from all of not the Goa'uld, the serpent guards that they fight throughout both of these 2 episodes, you're right. There's not many people on this ship.
I didn't do a count, but I would wonder if they actually killed more serpent guards than you see people in this room.
Yeah, there's like 10 guys on this ship.
Yeah.
This is like some like budget cut shit of the Goa'uld back at home, and they're like, what's the minimum viable crew requirement of this ship?
Yeah, we spent all our money on the death gliders and the bombs, and we couldn't afford them.
Yeah, the serpent guards unionized as well. They're getting really expensive now.
They've got to have their daily cigarette and Zatnik break where they just sit there going, make no pain.
Yeah, Goa'uld. Yeah, we've been struggling with Goa'uld Mick Lynch this whole time.
Goa'uld Mick Lynch building a giant bomb.
Listen here. Look, I also think that we should subjugate and kill humanity, but have you considered that we should probably have good workers' payments and rights for all of our employees here?
Wait, what? What's
that? Where's my workers' comp in case I lose a leg in battle?
Exactly. Yeah, we're going to make the Goa'uld VA.
Well, unfortunately. Well, the good news is you've lost... Well, the bad news is you've lost your leg, but the good news is we cut your staff in half, and now your staff is your new lower leg.
And also, even better news is, no, we won't pay for that leg that we've just gotten you, but you will get a free Dunkin' Donut.
And we will enter you into a prize draw with a free Xbox.
So yeah, they're in there. They're all assembled in their room, in that room, and suddenly, there's a Zoom call.
Yeah. Yeah, when your boss calls you on the big orb and checks that you're working, and you're practically trying to hide your phone and your Doritos, it's like, I wasn't playing Honkai, I swear.
Wow.
And yeah, Apophis is on the call, and he's like, all right, everybody, before we get started with all this official invasion stuff, I just want to say, I've got a few things to say. We've got our last quarterly earnings report, and I do have to say, it's been really fantastic. We've had a record profits in this quarter. The whole fiscal year has been incredibly great. Thank you very much. There will be Pizza Friday this Friday to celebrate that. I hope you're all very excited for that.
Yeah, thank you very much. I've bought a new Ferrari. My swimming pool is now solid gold, and my spaceship is also solid gold.
Also, don't forget that Braytak, it's his retirement coming up. We've all got a card. I want you to sign it. That'd be great. You know, he's been a real great guy, a really upstanding guy.
Do you want to chip in and buy him a watch, maybe?
Exactly.
And of course, I'd like to introduce the new deputy head of the company. I'd like to introduce you to my very special boy, my son.
Yeah, my nepotism hire, my son. Yeah, and of course,
returning champion.
box opens up, and it's Skara!
Yep.
It's our boy. Or, as they're referring to him right now, or rather the Gould parasite that's in him, Chloral.
Ah, chloroform.
Yeah, I did also make that joke several times in my notes and call him chloral form.
Wow. And
Jack basically flips out and has a fucking aneurysm at the sound of the Puff calling his surrogate son.
Yep,
Hey!
which makes Jack very angry.
Skara!
Hey, he's my emotionally unhealthy way of dealing with my dead son.
Get your own dead son.
They calm him down. They're like, "Come on, look, Jack, it's okay. Look, come on. We'll regroup. We'll have a team meeting about this, okay? No, we'll get you a cup of tea. Have a sit down for a couple minutes, and we're gonna be okay, all right?"
Yeah, you put your feet up. We'll get one of the servants to be your footstool, and we'll have someone get you a coaster, all right?
So yeah, at this point they come up with a plan, and that plan is we're gonna put C4 all over the ship. And that's a good plan. You two do that, and we will try and get Skara back. But Colonel O'Neill, don't we need a backup plan?
C4.
Yeah. You know what? Great answer, Jack. C4 is always the best backup plan.
What I want to point out is that this means they have paid the licensing fee.
Oh, fuck. Is that a thing you have to pay for?
C4 is a protected licensed trademark that you have to pay
for fuck's sake.
Which is why you have such great examples as Jack Bauer saying, "Pass me the C5 explosive," or Rainbow Six Siege referring to them as nitro cells, and various other games referring to them as like explosive detonators or remote det stuff. It's because C4 is a brand name. It is a protected trademark brand name.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
How did you not know this? I thought you knew
I didn't know that.
Now you know, and you hate everything even more.
Some, like, avid listener now is going to be like, well, actually, Arcticia, don't you remember that Hope actually previously told you in another episode? And my answer to that is, no, I don't remember, fuck you.
I don't think anyone was gonna do that, but you preempted it, and now you might actually get someone telling you that. So well done. You've just basically.
Well, I've already preempted them and telling them. If that did happen, no, I don't remember it. So fuck
You've
off.
invited your own downfall. Well done.
I might be the military sponsorship that lets them use it, because C4 is like specifically an American military thing. Because like the British have PE4, which is RDX based. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. Here we are. C4 was submitted for patent as solid propellant in a process for its preparation by Phillips Petroleum Company. So yeah.
We love a cool petroleum company.
Yeah, we love a corporate company fucking with shit.
So, yeah, they're getting ready to plant, or they're getting ready for their C4 plan. Meanwhile, as I put it on my notes, Chloral is logging on to harass minorities on the internet.
Before he can do much of his harassment, O'Neill and Teal could go beast mode and fucking break into the bridge, I guess?
Oh, yeah, remember last time they tried this on the Nox, right?
Yep.
Where they attempted to, like, ambush a group of Goa'uld, and it fucked up and they died because they had... See, crucially on that instance, it was that they had Apophis with them at the time, so that gives them plot armor.
Mm.
But now they don't have Apophis, even though they have half the team they had last time when they tried to do an ambush. They just blast in and just effortlessly kill every serpent guard in that fucking room.
Yep.
Basically, fuck them Goa'ulds is what this scene is.
Yeah. They blast in. Yeah. they basically roll in, yell "Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon," and just kill them immediately. Grab Chloral.
Yeah.
And it worked.
Yeah. So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which this time for once in the show actually works.
It will work several more times throughout this episode. Let's be real. As a result, Jack and Teal'c lock themselves in a room, and they're locked in there with one very smug Gould.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he doesn't speak like that. He doesn't speak like that, but he's like,
oh, you've taken me captive. Oh,
you're taking me captive. Oh, well, you can't hurt me without hurting this boy, can you?
Nothing of the host survives. But you wouldn't want to do it in case it did hurt him, would you?
Yeah.
I love this voice we have for Frayorl. He's become such a cunt. I love it.
In reality, as I wrote later on in my notes, he sounds like fucking Dagoth from Morrowind.
Oh,
in actuality, but so yeah, any Morrowind heads in the chat, if you can just picture, if you picture what Dagoth sounds like, you have what Chloral sounds like. So yeah, they're trying to sort of negotiate. Well, they're trying to be like, okay, listen, we won't hurt you as long as you let us talk to Skara. I won't let you talk to Skara. Okay, we'll hurt you. Well, then hurt me. Fuck! Although...
we do kind of move on before they get into, like, the torture and stuff, because we get Carter being a nerd. Again.
Oh, that's true, yeah. She's like, okay,
hey,
no, I'll hurt you.
Yeah, look, we have the C4, right? What if I put this on the fighters? And the fighters are fueled by fuel, which is explosive. So what if we went for sympathetic detonations and just created a massive fireball that kills everyone?
It's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good plan.
Yeah. Once again, listeners, I suggest you remember this tip, and then you make your way to your nearby petroleum refinery and... Maybe make sure the workers get out first.
I can't say what you should do, but there is a great book by Andreas Malm, and I think you should read it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, what you really need to do is you need to go to ExxonMobil's house and drag the head of ExxonMobil.
The company's house.
Yeah, no. You go to where they live, where like the CEO lives, and you drag the CEO out onto the lawn, and then you take a halberd and wish him a nice time.
Yeah, thank you.
That's getting cut.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, they're trying to torture Chloral. Meanwhile,
Well, they're trying to psych him out before they go straight to the door.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the Snake Boys are trying to figure out how to open a door. It's very difficult.
Very badly.
Also, I like how futuristic they're trying to show how like all of their electronics technology is, and literally it's just the equivalent of some guys opening a panel and trying to like hotwire a car with like really funky looking wires.
The props for this are gonna get better, but these are basically like when you open up a Gould circuit board in the future, there's just crystals inside. It's all controlled by crystals.
They decide to upgrade their defenses.
Yeah, they give some much more reliable ones, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Jack O'Neill? Shoot me?
And Jack thinks about it for a minute and it's like, yes, actually.
Yeah, here's a tip for any villain in any genre. If you ever say, what are you going to do? Shoot me. That will be followed up with you being shot 100% of the time.
Yes.
Please learn this lesson. So he's like, oh god, he actually did shoot me. But for just a fleeting moment, Skara does get through.
Hi, Jack. I'm here. This sucks. Please forgive me for what I'm going to do.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Guards! Arrest these men!
Yeah, it's like, well, yeah. I mean, it's technically not you doing that, Skara. So
we can probably forgive you for this.
Yeah. Your crime is that we let you get kidnapped. It's kind of on us, really.
Your crime is that you got possessed by an alien space worm that's a cunt.
Yeah. This was our failure here, buddy, not yours.
Yep.
So, yeah, they try and pull off the gambit again with the serpent guards, and they're like, "Don't look! If you come any closer, we're going to shoot this boy." And all of them are like, "No, you're not."
You wouldn't kill your friend, would you?
And
You
like,
wouldn't shoot little
fuck,
birthday boy.
fuck, they got us. They know we wouldn't do it, and immediately surrender. Like, not even like another like few moments trying to bluff it out. They just immediately surrender, and it's fucking hilarious.
And yeah, Chlorel is doing throughout the entire thing. You wouldn't shoot me. I'm just a little birthday boy. Little birthday boy living your friend.
Chlorel's a bitch. Chlorel's a little bitch boy.
Oh, fuck, he is the absolute biggest little bitch ever. Like, if you want another sort of idea about the kind of character that Chlorel is, imagine Trump Jr.
Yeah,
that's Chlorel.
Imagine Trump Jr. But also imagine that his dad is like king of the known universe with a massive army as well.
Yeah, Trump
which
Jr.,
makes him even more of a cocky asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Once Trump gets out of jail and makes America neon, who's going to be laughing?
Yeah, neon.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Ryan.
Do we have time to explain neon to Ryan?
No, that's the subject of another podcast, which we're not going to shout out because they're bigger than us and they don't need it.
I still think we should probably tell Ryan what neon is, just so he gets the 50 million jokes we made about it.
No.
Do you want to do it, or shall I?
Okay, no, I'll tell. So neon is from the great mind of Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Is
friend of the show.
Friend of the show.
Sorry. Enemy of the show.
Our boy MBS, he came up with a plan, Ryan. You're not going to believe this amazing plan, right? So, we have an unused patch of desert in Saudi Arabia. Now, Ryan, why do you think this patch of desert is unused?
Because it's a patch of desert.
Well, no, okay. Ryan, I think you're being a bit of a naysayer here, right?
Okay.
To you, this might be just a patch of desert that you can't do anything with. But for me, this is a site. The site for the city of the future. And now you're wondering, what would that city of the future entail? And let me answer that question for you. What if we built a city that was entirely one road that was very long?
A giant line, if you will. You may remember seeing adverts for it when we were in the fucking airport. Because it switched between the famous grouse and adverts for neon.
Well, that's what neon initially was, but it's morphed into something so much more, where the line is kind of just a district of the city now. And they have a bunch of different other plans for it, which is, this is the part of the city which is a line. This is the part of the city which is two perpendicular lines.
This is the part of the city that's a manufacturing plant built on ocean that's a hexagon.
This is the part of the city which will be a marble beach.
With a moon.
With a giant scale replica. Well, not really scale, but you know what I mean. Sort of the moon.
Yep. This is the ski valley that will require an earth moving greater than the capacity we currently have to make it.
And the new part of neon, which I'm not even Muslim, and I'm calling this blasphemous, which is they are going to make a second Kaaba, but this one is going to be a shopping center.
Yeah, no, that's blasphemy. Kaaba 2, Kaaba harder. So there you go, Ryan. Now you know at least 5% of what neon is. Don't. Oh, Frosty, the swimming canals.
No, we'll be here all day.
We will, and we will just be doing bits from said other more famous more viewed podcast.
Right.
I think they listen to it rather than view it, honey. But
Anyway.
Anyway.
Listen, I have Wolfer's disease from last episode.
So yeah,
quick kill right now.
So they're taking prisoners. Meanwhile, they're the C4 crew are like, we're in the gate room and we're gonna put a bomb on the gate.
I mean, the gate is made of naquita, so it'll go boom very nicely.
Conveniently, we're putting the bomb on this gate now, and it wasn't like, say, the first place we went to, so that conveniently we could happen to be in the room suddenly.
Yeah, and we could see
Skype call too.
Yeah, Skype call too. Electric Boogaloo. Hey, Dad, I got a present for you.
Dad, I captured your enemies. Are you proud of me, Dad? Will you finally love me? No, Donald Jr., I will never love you.
Oh, I'm just imagining fucking Jeffrey Epstein adopting Donald Jr. now. Because remember, he's Golden Epstein, and Chlorel is Donald Jr.
Look, our analogies are a little bit mixed here, but stay with us, everyone.
Stay with us. You've been with us this long. You've enjoyed the podcast for an hour and 5 minutes.
They have another call, and they're like, I am so proud of you, my son. What I want you to do is I want you to kill them. But I want you to kill them in a slow-moving, easily escapable death trap.
No, wait, no. What I want you to do is, I want you to tell this guy to take his fancy knife and shank Tilk in the belly. So he sees his symbiote slowly die, and he dies in fucking agony because of it.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what the knife is for. The knife is for, like, going into the pouch and, like, tearing that up and taking the symbiote out.
Please, don't kill us. I will ignore you. Everybody, take these men to the room that's very easy to attack in an ambush.
The large, big, empty room with lots of areas you can hide behind, just like right behind the door. Just perfect.
Take them to the chest-high cover room.
It really might as well be.
Take it to the room designed for combat in Modern Warfare 2.
No, it's more like Gears of War like combat room.
I mean, to be fair, O'Neill has clearly gotten through to Scar at this point. And also, shout out to Christopher Judge. Because when he's like, we're going to do this to you, he's just, fuck, I regret my life choices.
Want this to happen.
Yes! Face of a man who does not want this to happen. Oh.
So, and,
you need to be, O'Neill, prepare for thud. Extreme deceleration.
Yeah, boom. And they've come out of hyperspace, and what's in front of us right now?
Oh, hey, look, it's Saturn, and if you look very closely, you can see Oryx's dreadnought amid the rings.
Yeah, but besides that, we're at Saturn. That was like 20 minutes. We're at Saturn.
Yeah, hey, Sam, remember when you said this was going to be 24 hours?
I mean, it would have been if the Tilk could give me the right
nearly
information.
A year. Frosty, darling, remember when you said this would be nearly a year? It's been under 24 hours. You got your numbers the wrong way around.
Fuck. No, sorry, yes. It would be a year, I'm sorry. I'm thinking, shut up. No, the 24 hours we skipped past was,
the C4 timer.
Yes, it will go off in 24 hours.
Yeah.
This will come back later.
But we go back to Earth and, hey guys, what's that just outside Saturn? We're gonna have a look with Hubble.
Oh, that's the good one. Okay, and then fucking Mayborn is like, we will not tell anybody about this.
Nope, no one.
Nobody can know about this. It's like, anyone with a telescope is seeing this right now.
This is not that far away.
That's not Mayborn. That's not Mayborn. This is Samuels in his last appearance in the show.
They're the same character. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, one's really... Well, Samuel's is really greasy.
That's true. He is very greasy.
Samuel's entire thing is being very greasy and then looking incredibly drunk.
Well, he's not looking incredibly drunk yet.
No, not
but
yet.
He is very greasy.
Yes.
Currently, he's basically going, I am the best.
I have a plan!
What is your plan? Bombs.
He's sort of like... He's sort of got, like, that hair of, like, the greased back. It's greased back, but not in the cool Tunnel Snakes way. More in the George McFly from Back to the Future way.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a good plan. Missile knows where it is, because Missile knows where it isn't.
Exactly. He's
smart.
He's
very,
working
very
out
smart.
his plan, which is to use the Stonehenge gun from Ace Combat.
I thought his plan was to use the Allied weather control device at the North Pole, and he was going to get there with a chronosphere.
Huh. Well then.
Yeah.
Well,
so
nobody play Red Alert. Fuck
so
you.
his actual plan is that we've put some of the material from the gate into a missile, and we're going to launch in our secret
you're
weapon.
getting ahead of yourself.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I don't think he says this till next episode.
Oh, fuck. Oops. Cut.
Yeah. He does not show up till next episode. Captain Greasy does not show up till next episode.
Oops. Cut.
Yeah, in this episode, it's just Hammond being, oh, well, it's a good thing Dr. Jackson won't be here to see Earth get fucked again. I guess SG-1 was right. Whoopsie doopsie.
It's almost like I should have listened to, like, the most qualified people on the entire planet. So...
Yep.
So the ambush happens.
Yeah. We see that Daniel has shit trigger discipline. They create an ambush by luring people out with a smoke grenade. And we get the last 30 seconds of a Rainbow Six Siege match where everyone runs in and kills everyone.
God, no. See, that's the last 30 seconds of your Rainbow Six game. The last 30 seconds of my Rainbow Six game is where I throw the grenade at the wrong place. I run in and get immediately shot and die, and all of my teammates yell at me.
Your teammates are like stuck in a welcome mat, blown up by a Capcan trap. The other one's being interrogated, and the last one is outside playing glass. Is like, guys, why didn't you clutch? I was a sniper.
I'm so bad at Siege.
It's
the three of us should play Siege together on stream.
End of the fucking pistol because they literally just waited outside until everyone else died. Like fucking glass.
Yeah.
That fucking glass. Jesus. Anyway.
Again, we gotta do a Stargate Oversight Siege stream at some point.
Yeah, meanwhile... Yeah, sorry, so not meanwhile. That's the wrong word. So during this fucking whole ambush where they break in, they kill all of the Serpent guys.
Yeah, Daniel
has a clumsy moment.
Yeah, Daniel goes in full akimbo, because he is not Action Daniel yet.
He slips on a banana peel.
Yeah, slips on a banana peel, drops his guns, and... Oh, hey, Scara, how are you?
Yeah, Scara takes him hostage, and he's like, well, Jack O'Neill, you wouldn't shoot me, would you?
You wouldn't shoot me, I'm still a birthday boy.
You wouldn't shoot me.
And once again, under normal circumstances, Jack would not shoot Scara, but as we have previously established, if you ever say the lines, you would not shoot me, you're about to be shot. Yeah, not only does Jack shoot him, Jack double taps this motherfucker to make sure he's dead.
Oh, 100%. Aw, it's okay though. Scar is at least back enough to say, bye, O'Neill, and he's fucking dead.
Wow.
Yeah, and yeah.
Congratulations, Jack. You killed another child.
And then we have the last.
I mean, no. This time, Jack gets full credit. He doesn't just get an assist. He gets like this time. It's a
fucking assist.
Yeah.
Oh, Ryan, where were you hiding from
child? Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss. The one and only.
Listen, I thought about the assist for his son's suicide a long time ago, and I just never had a place to put it. And there it was.
Buddy. Oh, it's savage. Brilliant.
Yeah, they're looking out. They're looking
O'Neill,
out.
you must come see this immediately.
Yeah, this is the fucking Earth. We're already here. Oh.
So what do we do now?
Well, that question will be answered when we return to Stargate SG-1 in 3 months' time.
In 3 months' time.
Could you imagine watching this live?
Yeah.
Like, alright, and now we wait 3 months to find out what happened.
Fuck you, Hope. Fuck you. Is this gonna be the whole 7-minute song?
No, I've only got the 45 seconds one. I'm gonna re-edit this so it properly kicks in.
Be quiet, be quiet. I just want to hear the music.
Zapalison!
I mean, what could go wrong?
To be continued.
You have to say something before the music starts, and that's how you know that it's about to count. That's why that's the only reason I said, what could go wrong? That's the only reason I said that.
And thus, so I'm gonna be a bit naughty. I at least with how I'm numbering the episodes, you're the one putting them on, Frosty. Yeah. But I would say we cheat and we do what Stargate was too cut to do. Mm-hmm. We say that next episode is season 1, episode 22, and we start season 2 within the line of duty.
Yeah, I was actually being like, how the fuck am I gonna number this?
Yeah, this is 21. Next one's 22.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, we can just do that.
It'll only be until season 6. You know, for like 2 years' time. Just remember this.
Oh yeah, thanks. The episode numbering wasn't already annoying enough. Remembering that because we did Children of the Gods one episode.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that's like the best way to open it. But
true.
So, what does it say about the U.S. military?
Oh, what this says about the U.S. military is the higher-ups are all cucked liberals, and they just need to listen to the troops. Which our boy Hammond, he has his character arc, and he listens to the troops.
Honestly, it would say the higher-ups are all massive conservatives who decide that there's an issue, and the easiest way to fix it is bomb it. That's what I got from this.
The easiest way to deal with this issue is to bury my head in the sand and hope it will go away. What's that? Climate change? Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Ryan, because liberals do so much about the pressing issues against society, and never ever choose bomb them as the option for every.
I fucking know. I'm just saying this is very clearly meant to be
welcome to the Obama years oversight.
This is just very clearly meant to be a Republican guy. You could tell.
Nah, Hammond's a Dem. Come on.
Not Hammond. The people giving him orders.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm talking about. When I'm saying higher ups, I was specifically meaning like Hammond level.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. No. If we're talking about like Joint Chiefs of Staff and the kind of psycho freaks that are in like those kinds of positions.
Oh, that makes that. I am very sorry. I misunderstood.
Yeah. If we're talking like the Joint Chiefs of Staff, you cannot become Joint Chief of Staff, one of the Joint Chiefs, unless your political views are. My solution every time is going to be, why don't we just kill them?
Yeah, just kill them. I agree with you. Yep.
Yeah. Like, oh no, the aliens are coming. Wasn't it a bad idea that we closed down the Stargate program? Are you kidding me? We have bombs, American guns. There's nothing that we couldn't possibly kill. To be fair, though, when we're talking about
nothing that we couldn't possibly kill.
To be fair, though, when we're talking about like American politics, and again, this is me speaking as an outsider, I know, but that is not like the right-wing conservative view. That is the mainstream Overton window view in the US entirely. Like, no matter like what political view you have in the US, if you ever question the idea that the US military is wholly good and can defeat every enemy and is the good world police, you are a communist and you should fucking die.
I mean, that's just reasonable. It's the only...
listen,
the only way.
I mean, as we've all learned recently, the best way to kill your enemies is just to give them a statue full of C4 and let them blow themselves up.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the best way to kill your enemies is to send one of those really weird Predator drone missiles that has loads of spinning swords inside of it.
It's like, that sounds horrifying, but also, God, that sounds fucking dumb and cool. Like, it's such a bad, stupid, horrifying, but it sounds so cool!
This podcast is not sponsored by RNCD. We are only sponsored by the Vancouver Tourist Board.
It's like, do you absolutely want to make sure that not only do you kill the target that you're going for, but that you also kill the target's entire family at the wedding they're attending? This is the weapon for you.
And anyone who happens to be within a mile down range.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh boy. So yeah, this says what we already knew, but that's fine. It's nice to know what we already know. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think I've said this before, but Hammond's position in the story and his like political views are a dice roll and are whatever he needs to be in this episode.
Yeah.
Do we need him to be the antagonist in this episode, or do we need him to not be the antagonist in this episode?
His Hammond's position will stabilize mainly because I mean, you've already Hammond's role as you are being cucked by your brass will be taken over by Senator Kinsey and his ilk.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
You're not
telling me that we're not going to escape from fucking Tony Blair?
No, Tony Blair will be with us for a long time, as will Colonel Mayborn.
I mean, yeah. Again, listeners, this character has very little in common with actual Tony Blair, other than the fact he looks a lot like him.
Needs a better mullet.
Yeah.
Listeners, I do apologize for putting mulleted Tony Blair on the art for tomorrow's episode.
I feel like you saw that once, and from then on you've decided everyone needs to see this now. Everyone. I'm not allowing anyone to not see this. The end.
Yes.
Do we have any more closing thoughts?
Well, time to wait 3 months for the next episode.
Yeah, time to wait 3 months for the next episode. Hello, Storm the cat. Special guest, everyone. Storm the cat. Say hi.
No.
You got anything to say, buddy?
Aw, thanks, Storm.
He's a good boy.
So yeah, this has been the first part of the finale of Season 1.
Yeah, fuck. I have the name of this episode already prepared. Ryan came up with it. Let me just look it up, but we're basically going to be done and we'll be going on to part 2 in a second. Art stuff. Season 1. 121. It is... Stargate Oversight, Series 1, E21. Set phases to stun.
Should we be pausing and exporting now?